after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
First down throw for Bridgewater.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down and goal. Fields escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead moves to 10-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now, Bridgewater. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
7 yards the pick up there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Fields. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taking it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You force the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
They snap it to Fields.
Flushed out right.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 24. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields now to throw.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Bridgewater to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Space to run past the 20 and down to the 19-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From his goal line here, Fields
eluding the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 22, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second and very short, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Roquan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Back to throw, Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw again on second down. Fields. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Fields. Being chased out left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jacob Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Escape. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darius Philo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive